All right, so yeah, I'm here, and I don't know. I'm so excited about shooting this content, and yeah, this is an introduction. Ouch. All right, so let me start again. Hi everyone. Let me reintroduce myself to you. This is my page. This is my channel. This is I'm sorry, I'm just very overwhelmed right now. I don't know what to say right now because it's so nice to be in front of the camera again. It's been a while, and yeah, here we are. So, Sam, let's start again. All right, so hi everyone, my name is Francis Blessing, and I am a video editor. I am a graphics designer. I am an AI enthusiast, tech enthusiast, content creator. Bro, I do jama online. Seriously, that's what I do. And in case you don't know what jama means, jama means jama is Yoruba. It means also. Yeah, so I also online, but not that kind of also you are all familiar with, that is popular. No, it's the kind of also, that entails video editing, graphic design, a lot of things. Yeah, sound, music production, AI music production, a lot of things like that. So yeah, I'm back here, and I'll not be editing this video too much. I just wanted to make I wanted to yeah. I want to make it very interesting and very natural. I want to make it as natural as I can. So why am I here? I think I want to take you through my journey. Yeah, that's why I'm here, because of you who is afraid to get started. I'm here because of you who is afraid to, who does not want to start, who do not want to start because of one thing or the other. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's lack of gadgets, and whatever it may be that is holding you back from starting is why I'm here to tell you my story, to take you through my journey from a long while ago. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it. So a very quick one. I started learning tech in 2018. But prior to that time, I've been I've been very much in love with computers. So when I was in primary school, I had this street brother who owned a computer shop then, business center then, as they call it. So I would go there, and unknowingly to me, anyhow, so unknowingly, I was actually learning something. I would just go there. He would help me. He would tell me to help him type some stuff. He would tell me to help him with photocopy, with the photocopy machine and all of that. So I was, doing all of that, not knowing that something is developing in me. And majorly, the reason why I go there, the reason I go to his shop then is to play games. Then in I think 2009, 10, 11, what was popular then was this game, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, so I would go there to play Grand Theft Auto, and do that, and then along the line I started learning how to type. I would there's this Marvis Beacon game then, computer typing games and all of that. So I would play that and all of that. So my love for computer started through that. So I then, would learn a lot of things. Though everything stopped around, I think it was 2012, when that Emo traveled out. Today he works at Facebook. Yeah, he works at Meta. Yeah, Facebook's not Meta, so he works at Meta now. You can imagine how big of or how skilled he used to be to have gained Meta job in 2012. In 2012, so he gained employment. He got employed to Meta in 2012, and he's still working there today. So everything stopped when he traveled out. So though my sister had a computer, and then I would just take it, use PowerPoint. I was very, very good at using PowerPoint. In fact, I wish I still have some of my designs. Maybe if I could find them, I would share it with you here on this video, or maybe just in coming videos. The designs I used to do with PowerPoint then, it was so special that people, when I tell them I use PowerPoint to do this, they would be like, because no one uses PowerPoint for that kind of thing at that time. So even presentations, I learned a lot of things very early from that guy. So from that Igbo, actually. So as time goes on, and I wanted to learn Corel Draw, but then, bro, Corel Draw was a lot high. And the reason Corel Draw was a lot was because I do not like using the pen tool to trace images out of their background. So I stuck with my PowerPoint. I got stuck with my PowerPoint then, because there's this feature on PowerPoint then that you can just remove the whole background once, or like just two or three touches, you can remove the background then. So fast forward to 2018. So I think 2017, after secondary school, I was now looking for 2016, after secondary school, I got employed at a laundry. I was the ironing man. After that, I think before that, my first job was to sell bread with Oyato at Alagbaka here in Akure, and how much was my salary then? I don't even know. Okay, I think it was 9,000. Yeah, 9,000. And I skipped one day. That man, he removed my money. He removed 1,000 because I skipped one day out of 31. But then that story for another day, Sha. Because why am I telling you all of these stories? Because you might think you are passing through one or two now and you cannot get started with tech, or you cannot get started with one thing that you are doing. This is not all about tech. It's not just about tech. It's about life generally. So I am here on this channel to tell you my story, to take you through the journey. Maybe you can see yourself in me or in my story, and then maybe that will motivate you to do a lot for yourself. Yeah, so moving forward, after laundry, so I wrote JAMB again. First I passed JAMB first time, then but I could not gain admission. I was looking for law now, I was looking for a dream course now. I wanted to study law, so I didn't get law. So 2017 I wrote another JAMB, and after that long story short, 2018 there was this wedding in our family then. So my sister, not my sister, my distant cousin, was getting married, and then there in the at the wedding ceremony. So the long story that I said I wanted to cut short, one thing led to the other, and I could not secure admission in 2017 again. Even though I really passed JAMB, I could not secure admission in 2017. So I do not want to sit at home just doing nothing. I have my sister's laptop back then, so I love computers. I wanted to learn. So that wedding was the day of the total change. So there's another cousin, a male cousin, who schools at Futa. Now came, so I was like, Blessing, what are you doing now? I said, I'm still doing my designs, my PowerPoint design, but I want to learn more. I want to learn computer. I want to learn something more. It was like, there's this friend of mine. He always tells me not to mention his name, but I will mention his name. So my cousin introduced me to my biggest boss, Oluwatosin Ayodeji Okuneye, and that was December 26th or 27th. It was after Christmas, I think. So I was like, when should I get started with this Okuneye guy? I was like, wait till next year. So next year was 2019, January 20. No, that was December 2017. So January 2018. January 1, 2018, I just messaged to say, boss, please, I'm Ayajo's cousin. He gave me your contact. We spoke last week, and I want to learn something from you. It's like, okay. But today is January 1 now. I'm still at home. I'm going to school today. That was January 1. It will resume January 2. I was like, okay, that week that I can come. That week. January 2, I packed my bag straight to Futa. So I went to Futa January 2nd, 2018. That was the day I met somebody who was a stranger then and who would become, my brother, who would become my friend, my boss. Yeah, would become a lot of things to me and for me. This journey, shout out to his efforts, shout out to his the way he has helped me on this tech journey, and yeah, here we are today. So I got started with him. He taught me how to code HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, So, but the laptop I was using was not so good, so I could not really practice coding. So it was like, okay, because sometimes I would, if you know our career, I would trek from, we were living at EdTech, so I would trek from EdTech to Futa. I'm not even capping. You can ask anyone. Okay, hopefully people who know me will come under this post and then they will tell you how true that can be. So I would trek from EdTech straight to Futa. Yeah, a lot was happening now, so I would trek there to learn. So he saw the effort and was like, you cannot be coming here and not be making money. You cannot be coming here and not be, making something out of. I just want something fast for you. So he then, after that, taught me WordPress. Yeah, that's website development. So he taught me what website development using WordPress. So that was it. After that, so which I learned from him. We got together, and yeah, and that will be the beginning of my real tech journey. I have a lot to say, have a lot to tell you, have a lot happened, right? I think one thing that happened then was he brought a laptop. That my boss Tosin bought a laptop. I think he just got it, and then we were working overnight at the SUB Futa. Then over the night we slept off around 4 a.m. and voila, 6 a.m. when we woke up to chaos. They don't carry laptop go. We could not find a laptop. I looked into his eyes. It was like, we were working for a client then. It was a lot, But everybody was sad. Everybody was. What could we have done? So the laptop got lost. Everybody was so sad. We went back through West Gate to the house, and I think we first slept off. It's a lot of stories. Yeah, that's I think that's the first challenge, major challenge that I saw or that I personally went through. The pains of from my boss, extended to me, and bro, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. But then we moved. They moved. He moved. He didn't look into that. Thank God for tech. I think he has been able to make some money, and then he got another laptop a few weeks later. Yeah. So that should make the first part of my story for today. The major point of all of these things I'm telling you is whatever you are passing through, whatever it is you are going through, just do not look at it. This is not just a motivation. It's not just a motivation content. It's a tech journey. I'm taking you through my tech journey. How I went from 0 to where I am right now. I went from not having a laptop, borrowing laptop to go learn how to code, to where I am right now, where I am presently. It's not about the gadgets, it's not about, but it's about the knowledge. It's about what I've been able to learn, what I've been able to make from tech, and the little I've been able to make from tech, and I'm looking forward to making more and more from tech, and encouraging you to not look at what you're passing through, to that is basically it. So join me in our next episode. How did they even do the outro? I don't know, but yeah, we'll see in the next video. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm Ogbeni Francis on X. Francis Blessing, Ogbeni Francis on X. And this YouTube, I think I'm active on X and YouTube for now. And what I mean by active on YouTube is even this video right now. I think TikTok also, my TikTok handle is Ogbeni Francis too. I'll just share it with you. Maybe not now, maybe in the next video. I just share it with you, and get started from there. We get to know ourselves, and yeah, thank you very much. Peace out. Selah. Thank you.